Hi guys, my name's Ellie from Influential Mom, and I just wanted to take a minute to explain to you the 21-Day Fix Challenge since we're just about to start the challenge group. So let me get started with what you should be getting in your box when you get it in the mail. The first thing you should look at is if you order the challenge pack, which most of you did, you should be getting your big bag of Shakeology, unless you order the 24 individual servings. So you've got that. You also should be getting your containers. You should be getting a total of, I believe, 7. You should be getting a purple, a yellow, 2 oranges, and you should also be getting a green, a red, and a blue. And I'll explain what these are for in a minute. But remember, you should be getting 7 of them, and they come inside of each other. So check your containers. You'll also be getting a shaker cup, a Shakeology shaker cup to use for your shakes. You will be getting your workout DVDs. Mine are in my garage because that's where I do my workout, so I don't have them with me, but make sure you have those. I believe there should be 3, and there's a total of about 6 or 7 workouts inside those. And you should also be getting your 21-Day Fix eating plan, your 21-Day Fix Start Here, kind of a brief overview, and your 3-Day Quick Fix, and I'll go into what this is in a minute. Outside of that, you should be having everything you need. To start with, you definitely have to look at your eating plan and start going through that to see what we're going to be doing in the next 3 weeks. And excuse my little guy in the back because I'm feeding him as I'm doing the video. So the first thing I did is I opened the eating plan and I went to the page that tells me how many calories I need. This is the page. Most of you will stick with this range right here, the 1,215 calorie range. And that right there tells you how many of each container you need. 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, and so on. So most of you, unless you're looking to gain weight or you're breastfeeding and you need to up your calorie, you would stick in this column right here, 1,200 to 1,500 calorie range. So once you go there and you know how many of each container you need, you continue and you go to see what options you have for each container. I will be adding more of these kind of cheat sheets to give you more options for your containers and what foods you can put in them. But this is a good place just to start and get an idea. So you have a page for green. It tells you what you can put in the green. You know, it lists, kale, collard greens, spinach, lettuce, all the greens you can eat. Now, some of them obviously will not fit into this green container very well, like asparagus or Brussels sprouts. So remember that this is the guide and what you will use most of the time, but sometimes, for example, it'll tell you right here. If you can see, it'll say, 10 large asparagus, 2 medium beets. So it doesn't necessarily get measured in the container, but sometimes it will tell you. Tomatoes, it says chopped, cherry, or 2 medium large tomatoes. So look at this, get familiar with it, and try to figure out the foods that you eat and choose the ones that you are your favorites. You don't have to eat everything out of here. These are just suggestions. And it has a page for each container. The purple for fruits, the red for proteins. This is what your Shakeology will fall under. It'll be 1 red. Obviously, you're going to drink a lot more than what fits into 1 red, but Shakeology falls under the red, and 1 serving of it will be 1 red container. Another one is a yellow, the grains and carbohydrates, my favorite, and the blue for healthy fats, and then you have the orange, which will be for seeds and dressings and peanuts. So these are, this is a book that you're going to really need to look at and get familiar with. At the end, you have a really good guide, and it's the restaurant guide for eating out. You have to remember that these containers don't just mean that you eat foods that fit in here. You can use this for recipes. So, for example, last night I had tilapia with some grilled veggies and a sweet potato. That equaled to 1 red for the tilapia, 1 green for the veggies, and it was 1 yellow for the sweet potato. So it doesn't have to be that you're snacking and eating out of boxes all day. It's not the way the program works. It's a real thing that you use every day that you can use for the rest of your life. You just use these as guides. After 21 days, it should become kind of a habit, and you won't need to rely on these as much. So to continue on, after you familiarize with a book, there's also tons of recipes here that you can use throughout the book. Dessert recipes, protein bar snacks, double chocolate cookies, dressings that you can use since it doesn't want you to use pre-made dressings. It's a really good guide. It has a lot of good information, so make sure you go through it and use it and familiarize yourself with it before the challenge starts. There's also a page for free foods, things that don't fit, go with any container, but you can use as much of as you want. And here's an idea of what they are. Vinegar, mustard, spices, garlic, a bunch of them. So you're going to look at this. You're going to get familiar with it. You're going to get familiar with your containers. One thing that I did that really helped me out is I thought of the most common foods that I eat, and I labeled my containers accordingly. And I also labeled them with how many. So here's my veggies. It shows you I get 3 veggies a day. Now this, for myself, is something that I have a couple extra of. So because I put so much spinach in my shake, I put a lot of spinach that would probably equal a couple extras of these. I don't really go by the 3 veggies rule. If I have to have an extra veggie a day, that's fine with me because I like to increase my greens. But 3 veggies, and here's all the foods that I like to eat that are veggies. Spinach, lettuce, peppers, celery, asparagus. So when I'm thinking of ideas of what I want to eat, and I don't want to rush to, get something that's maybe not in the diet or something that I shouldn't be having, I pull out my containers and, oh, good idea, I can have asparagus. Or, oh, good idea, I can have broccoli. So that's what I did for my proteins. Here's my proteins, 4 proteins a day for me. And that's eggs, yogurt, chicken. I labeled it with foods that I want to eat. For my healthy fats, hummus, almonds, cheese. For my grains, I have my quinoa, what else? I forgot. Potato, oats, edamame, corn, pasta. And then I have my 2 fruits. Here's my favorite fruits. Half a banana, oranges, berries, half a grapefruit. And then I have my healthy fats. Seeds, nuts, peanuts, olive oil. So I labeled those, that way I could be all set. I could remind myself of things I want to eat if I'm hungry and don't have anything pre-made. In addition, since you don't, you get 4 of these a day, but you don't have 4 containers, you may not want to store them in different ones. This is something I suggest that you go get. I went to Walmart. They also have them at Target. And I got some, excuse me while I feed my little guy. I got some colored sandwich bags. And these are great to use with a 21-day fix if you want to plan your meals maybe 3-4 days in advance, or you take your lunch to work. They come with red. They have red, yellow, green, and they also have blue. So you can use these to store your food. They don't have a purple, so you can just use the clear ones for purple. And then you'll be all set with packaging your food ahead of time if you only have 1 set of containers. So that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm going to upload a bunch of resources that I'm going to show you in a minute on the website, and I want you to get familiar with. But the basic concept of it is this should be something that you should be able to do long term. You can rely on the containers now for measurements and quantity and portion control, but in the end, after the 21 days, you should kind of get the feel for how much fruit, vegetables, grains you should be eating, and it should be pretty easy to the point that you don't have to measure anymore using these. They could just be a guide that you hold on to and use for the future. So the first thing, remember what you need to do is go to this page and familiarize yourself with how many you need each day of each. And label your containers if it'll help you as well. Here's some guides that I'm going to show you that I want you guys to print out. I'm going to be uploading meal plans and recipes and trackers. But these are just a couple that I wanted to show you guys in my computer before I let you go. Let me see. Sorry for the delay. Here is one that will be kind of a basic meal plan, and it shows you there what it is. Your Shakeology for breakfast, steel cut oats, and maybe a protein for snack. Then for lunch, you have a salad with some protein and some greens or a smoothie. Snack, another fruit with some nut butter, and then dinner. So this will be a good guide if you need a quick reference. Let me get another one. Here is a sample meal plan for what you will be doing when you're on the 21-day fix. This could be week 1 for you, but you don't not have to follow this. This is just a guide for people that need ideas. This will be uploaded, so you don't have to write anything down, but it gives you suggestions. Shakeology for breakfast, berries and some almonds for a snack, a salad with some chicken for lunch, or some flank steak with peppers. And then you have snack and dinner. So again, this is just an idea, nothing that you have to follow, religiously on the plan. It's just for people that really want a meal plan to follow because they need guidance and they don't want to, they don't want to wing it themselves. This is a workout program. You don't have to do the 21-day fix program workouts, but I suggest it because doing them will help you get your 30 minutes a day, and it's really good for strength and toning. And cardio. So here's an idea of what it is. It tells you which one to do each day. You can do whatever workout you want in any order you prefer, but this is just a guide to follow. They're about 30 minutes long. They're not difficult to do, so anybody can pretty much fit them in. At lunch, before lunch, after work, before bed. So try to fit them in whenever you can. And that's about it. There's going to be a lot more resources. I'm going to put a shopping list that you can use when you go to the grocery store and highlight the foods that you want. And then ask me any questions you want above that. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope it works for you. I know it worked for me and it worked for a lot of the girls that did it last time around. Feel free to ask me any questions. You can email me, info@fitfluentialmom.com. You can message me through Facebook. You can text me. I'm going to put my phone number up. You can reach out to me in any way you can. Thanks again. I'm looking forward to you guys being in this group, and I can't wait to go through the next 3 weeks with you. Bye. And I forgot to mention, if you have any questions about joining the challenge group, if you haven't yet, or you want to, or you want to be in on future ones, again, message me on Facebook, or email me, or comment below, and I'll hopefully find it. I'm also on Instagram @fitfluentialmom.com. So again, thanks again for joining this. If you haven't and you want to, go for it. And I look forward to helping you guys reach your goals and motivate you, and you guys motivating me as well. Bye.